3 skills you want to choose, but you should just choose those. That being acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics, deception, history, intellect, investigation, medicine, nature, perception, performance. Oh, you gotta have performance.
We are live.
Hey!
Yeah.
People. Welcome to the season premiere of what we are now calling 6 Years into Shenanigans. It is our attempt at 5e Dungeons and Dragons in a Weird West setting with a lot of homebrew rules. So
much homebrew.
Will it work out? Will it catch on fire? We're not sure, but stick around, we'll find out. To start off, the 6 of you find yourself in a stifling rail car in a train, chugging down the track as fast as it can. The acrid smoke from the engine blows in through the windows, stings your eyes a bit. Suddenly, the back door opens and you see the train conductor come in. The white hairs of his head poke out from underneath his conductor cap as he makes his way through the car, lighting lanterns. In passing, he says, "We're gonna be in a tunnel pretty soon. Then it's just a short ride onto White Tree. Boys, hang tight." And again, you are left in the silence with your thoughts. In this particular car, there are 2 halfling brothers with unruly red hair. There's a half-orc with a guitar trying to plink out a tune over in the corner. There's a dwarf twirling a pickaxe absently on the floor. There's a strange little man bundled up in a hooded robe. The features of his face are impossible to see. In the next car, you hear a commotion. Some of you peek through the door to see what the hell is going on in there. And you see there is a very large humanoid creature with shaggy hair in a metal cage. He looks really sad. And you see his guard, fairly military-looking man in a black suit with a black hat with a shiny tin star on his chest. And in his hand, a strange device. It looks a bit like a nightstick, only with wires wrapped around it. There's some metal prod sticking out the end. As the large creature begins trying to break out of his metal cage, the man with the hat taps his rod to the cage. There's a blinding discharge of electricity, and then things quiet down again.
Don't tase me, bro.
The train continues rattling on down the track. The tunnel. What would you guys like to do? How are you going to pass the time? Mordecai, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go and just peek in there and see exactly what's going on. Get up to the... It's got doors separating the two, I'm assuming?
It
Two
does.
tracks.
They have windows in them. It's
Oh, okay. So I can see through the window.
You can see through the window.
Man, that creature's pretty big.
Okay. I'm purely just kind of hanging out and watching everything from afar, just trying not to draw attention to myself, but at the same time being kind of interested to see where everything is going. At the same time, I'm getting horribly distracted by this train, this machine we're on. I can't help but wonder how this thing works.
So
I'm gonna go up in the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna go up and kind of stand up there and at the edge of our car. Like, so we're looking through the windows of our car, through the windows of the other car.
Correct.
All right. I'm gonna go kind of stand up there, like where the door is between the two cars, but still in our car. Kind of join him and looking at it and say, "Oh, what do you think's going on over there?"
I don't know, but I tell you what, that poker prod thing he's got going on there. I haven't seen something like that, but I'm just a minor.
I sneak up behind you guys and... How do you think it works?
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, like, your startledness, I just run scurrying away. I've gone and now I'm just hiding behind the nearest chair I could possibly find, cowering, terrified.
I think it's taming that big beast.
So while they're all distracted looking at through the door, Booker is actually going to flag down the conductor. He's like, "Excuse me, sir, mind if I speak to you in private?"
And you see the other brother kind of motion to him and be like, "Please, come on, just not right now. Come on, man."
Booker just kind of looks at the man sitting there and says, Stop, I got this, don't worry. Says, "If you don't mind, sir, I'd like to have a word with you in private."
Conductor says, "Well, this is very unregulation, but I'd like to cut your jibs, so let's do it. What do you want to talk about? Let's go back to the baggage car."
I get up and follow him as well.
So once we get back there, Booker kind of opens up his trench coat side a little bit, reveals a real enough looking badge, and he says, "U.S. Marshal, sir. Now, I'm on this train to make sure whatever, expensive jewelry or anything else you got on this train stays safe. And I'm gonna need to go and examine the safe you have on this here train, make sure everything's up to code."
Roll a deception.
Okay.
I'm kind of standing in the doorway, kind of blocking the imagery with my 3-foot body, and kind of just looking over my shoulder and looking up at the other halfling, and I'm kind of just like a little uneasy.
Oh, looky there.
That's a 25 deception.
The conductor says, "Dang, all right, yeah. Well, we can't have that falling in the wrong hands. Let me show you where that's at." And he takes you back into the cage in the back of the baggage car. He pulls out his skeleton key, puts it in the lock, turns the lock, pops open, kind of squeals a bit on the rusty hinges, and inside is the safe. He says, "Well, can't be too cautious. Let's see. One." Turns it to the right. Turns it 2 times to the left. 2.
Booker's watching him, memorizing the code as he turns it.
Back to the right. 3 times. 3. Turns it back to the left 4 times. 4. And the door pops open. And inside you see some envelopes, and you see a coin purse, and also the glitter of a gem.
So Booker walks up and says, "Excellent, my friend. I appreciate you helped me out. I'm just gonna examine these here hinges, make sure they're up to code, and then you can lock her up and we'll be good to go." So as he's like preparing to examine the safe door, he's gonna try to slip whatever he can into his pocket.
Sleight of hand.
Let's see here. That's a crit. Boom.
Jeez.
Damn.
Starting it off strong, boys.
With advantage as the train suddenly plunges into the tunnel, bathing the baggage car in darkness. You are able to get the entire contents of the safe
Yes.
into your pockets without the conductor noticing. You kind of give it a little test and like close the safe door and lock it in a single motion, like you're just kind of testing, and you're like, whoa, that works pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna like kind of close the door just to obscure that it's empty now, and just turn back to the doctor. Much obliged, sir. You carry on. Have a good day. And he's gonna walk away.
All right, you walk back up to the passenger car, where the lamps are burning fitfully, the breeze coming in through the tunnel, while much cooler than what you've been dealing with. Playing hell with the lights, and it's just filled with acrid smoke. You kind of wonder for a second if there's actually going to be enough oxygen in this tunnel to get all the way through. But hey, one way to find out, right?
Why not?
So we take our seats back again, I'm assuming?
Do
Yeah,
you?
we'll just go
Yeah.
sit down.
Go
Pretend.
sit back down.
Is the big beast still causing a fuss?
Yeah, did we walk
I've
by
never seen anything
the,
like that, right?
Did we walk by the big
Pretty
dude
sure.
on the way to and from?
No.
We went the other way.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Is
The baggage car is behind your car. The car with
Got it.
the large beast man is the car in front of your car.
Okay.
is the dude with the like taser thing? Is he still nearby? Like, can we see him?
Yes, when you look through the window into his car, you can see him.
What all is in that car? Is it just him and this beast?
Pretty much. There's also like some packages.
I want to go
Um,
talk to him.
Yeah, I want to just walk in there real quick and
I want to go with you.
Yeah.
I have questions about this.
The
electrical thingy.
You are just gonna go walk into this baggage car.
Yep.
With the armed guard with the face and the beast man.
Yep.
Nice.
Huh.
Just to have a talk.
I'm just gonna scurry up to this guy and I'm just gonna look at him and be like,
that thing, that it looked like electricity. How does that work?
As you scurry in through the door, he turns and looks at you guys and he shakes his head. He's like, No, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. This is official Pinkerton business. And then you scurry up and start staring at his wand. He's like,
Whoa.
roll persuasion.
"Ooh."
Staring at his wand.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He says, Well, if you get any closer, you don't get the fuck out of my car, I'll show you how it works. How's that sound?
What did the big guy do?
It's none of your business. He belongs to the railroad now. They're going to put him to work.
What kind of work?
Heavy lifting. I feel like I'm answering a lot of questions for you guys still being in here.
I really just want to see how that thing works. That's all I care about. You do whatever you do. I just really need to know how that works, sir.
Who's gonna die?
Well, If you'll go away, I will tell you.
Yes. Okay. Gladly, I will go way
All
away from you. I need to know.
All right. Do you see this handle here? See the
Yes.
end where it gets all bulbous?
Yes.
That is where the energy cell is. It's some sort of glass jar with lightning in it. How they get the lightning in there, I don't know. That's not my business. It's got these two wires here that wrap up the handle to the two pokey things on the end. We call them electrodes. And when I squeeze it and I touch it to something, it zaps the shit out of it.
That is amazing.
And at this point, I leave. I'm happy with the knowledge. I just walk past the other two guys. I still haven't even decided if I like them, but I got what I needed. And I go and I sit back next to Nug.
What is a nug?
You don't know. You're in a box.
Can I see Nug?
No. You can't see Nug from the box. The man with the bee stick looks at you. Goes, "You want another big guy? Huh? Can do this all day.
Another what?
Another dose of the juice."
I love juice. I would really like a drink.
Juice is loose.
Can I have a drink?
He hits you with the stun gun again, and you are knocked out.
Oh dang!
That is not juice.
Not juice.
At this point, I've returned with Nug, and I have instructed Nug to knock out the dude with the taser. And Nug is going in for a slam attack.
Oh,
As
wow.
Nug goes in for a slam attack, you hear explosions. Suddenly there's a screaming, horrible noise, followed by deep concussive noises, flashes of light. And the train suddenly stops moving. You all, on the other hand, continue moving at the speed the train was going. Please make a group athletics or acrobatics check, whichever you choose.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Alright.
Ah! Flying towards the cage.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Man,
Oh, I gotta roll.
I used all my good
Nug.
rolls already. Bullshit.
Hold on, I gotta roll for Nug. Figures.
And suddenly it is very dark. Very, very dark. Some of you made it out great. Others of you are in a little bit of pain. Booker, for example, you got a nasty bump on the arm,
That's not bad.
but you gotta walk it off. Nug, on the other hand,
He's dead.
has some fairly serious dents. There's like a spring hanging out somewhere. Ears are getting ready to pop out.
That's not good.
It's not great.
In our car, how did the Pinkerton make out?
How did the Pinkerton make out?
Yeah, the security
Yeah.
guard.
Well, it turns out that cage with the big guy wasn't bolted down, so he's kind of a grease stain at this point. Do any of you?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he's dead. And
Do I
it's-
see the shocky thing? No.
It's shattered.
Sad.
So
Well.
Do
You want
any
out
of
of
you
there,
have-
big guy?
do
As
any
far
of
as
you-
I remember, I'm out cold.
Yeah, he's unconscious still, isn't he?
He shakes it off.
Okay.
Fortunately, he was nice and limp when he made the impact and has suffered 0 damage on account of it.
I'm searching for my brother. Make sure he's okay.
Yeah, so Booker calls out, "Hey, Cyrus, you alright, man?"
Yeah, man. Can we get out of here already?
Yeah, I had my arm a little bit. Just give me 1 minute. We'll find her. We'll set ourselves straight. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
I heard that.
How does the cage look condition wise? Like, is it still in one piece?
Yeah, it's pretty functional as far as cages go.
After making sure that Nug is okay, Ruku, taking pity on the beast, looks to Nug and tells him to smash the door.
Nug pries open the door with fairly little effort on his part. And Beastman inside is now free to go.
It's still pitch black in here, correct?
It is. I don't know which ones of you have night vision
I
or
do.
dark vision, but I'm
I-
guessing some of you may be at a distinct disadvantage here.
Yeah. I think so.
So as Nug kind of removes the door, I look at him and I'm like,
I couldn't sit by. I don't do this kind of thing, but that was not okay.
and I kind of go and I cower behind my robot.
So what are you?
Are you serious?
I genuinely don't know.
I'm a kobold. I'm not your normal kobold, but I'm just trying to make my way through this life too. Just leave me alone.
I like. He looks cuddly.
He looks a lot like a lizard dog that is small.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am a fan of this guy. I just look at the kobold and I'm like, I'm Cuddles. Can we be friends? I want to. Can I pet you? Just reaching out a tentative, massive hand.
I kind of go and I just push his hand out of the way with my wrench and I'm like,
Friends? Oh, okay, but don't touch me.
I will hug you.
at that
I'm
point
gentle.
Ruku's absolutely horrified because he's only 2.5 feet tall. He's fucking just like, this guy's massive.
So why did they have you locked up?
I don't know. I pet a friend. The friend stopped moving. People came. They were angry. I'm not sure what at. And then I woke up here. I was gonna get my friend to start moving again, but they seemed angry and didn't care. But they put me in this cage thing, and now I'm here. And I'm not really sure what I'm doing now, so I'm gonna follow my new friend.
Ruku is
kind of reach out.
Ruku is shaking, having heard that you pet your friend and killed him. He's like, no, like just horrified at this notion that this beast is gonna kill him now.
Oh, that's hilarious. While this is happening, Mordecai has lit a lantern for his non-night vision having friends. Being a denizen of the deep, he knows about these things. So the halflings can now see, in other words.
Yeah, so Booker stands up and kind of rubs his arm. Says, "What in the Sam hell? Where's that conductor?" He starts looking for the conductor, trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
I don't know, but the train sure doesn't seem to be moving.
Yeah, no, I looks like we're stuck in this tunnel. I guess it's so dark. I don't know what's going on here. Some ain't right. I don't know. I feel in my gut.
Brother, we should go. We do not need to be here.
Yeah, well, look, Silas, I hear you, man. I don't know. Where are we gonna go? We're stuck in that tunnel, man.
Might I suggest out of the train? Just throwing it out there.
The little thing says out. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's a damn good idea. How are we gonna get out? The train effing crashed into the side of this tunnel. For whatever reason, we don't even know.
At this point, I just look at Nug and I just point at the door. And Nug just goes to smash it.
Hey,
Booker just kind of looks and he's
Cuddles
like,
gets up and he's like, he just joins in.
Pet the door.
Yeah. Looks at new friend. Go pet the door.
That is a brilliant idea. I will get us out. Let me just hang on a second. Let me just check. No. Oh, yeah, no.
Wait.
He takes it quite literally and is just like stroking the wall.
Okay, hey y'all. I think I got a solution to this. I got my trusty maul with me.
That's like a big hammer.
Bash. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
bash this damn door open.
You have shops?
That actually took me a second.
Hey, I gotta say, if we're all gonna talk in Western accents, you gotta talk like Paul Hogan and Crocodile Dundee.
No. No, God, no. That is an affront. Yeah, no, I will not do that.
He also has to drink Foster's the whole time we play.
Yeah, nobody drinks Fosters.
Can you just say that that's not a knife? This is a knife. Can you just say that line? Come on,
Probably yes. Yeah, no. Maybe at some point in the game, but not now.
You must pet door.
Okay, so what do I need to do to attack this door, Brian?
Just hit your attack button. And then click where it says Maul to roll me some damage. You scratch the shit out of that door. But
I'm
between
checking.
the robot and the petting, you guys managed to pop it open.
Sweet.
You get out. And in the dim light of the lantern, for those people who can't see, which is
Me.
the halflings and the furbolg.
I thought Verbolgs had dark vision.
Not that I could find.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
We're
You
nature folk.
see that there's a little space between the train car and the side of the tunnel. And it runs down to the front, about half of the car in front of yours, where the Pinkerton man was. It's just all buried in rubble and smashed.
So we gotta go back out the way we
And then-
came in.
Looking back towards the back of the train, it seems a bit more clear.
I turn to my brother and I go, "Brother, did you do this?"
Like, no, man, come on. I don't need to kill all these people for no goddamn reason. You already saw. I already got the stuff in the safe. We're good. I don't need to do this.
let me see how deep it is. Mordecai's gonna go up there and see if it's like a pretty bad cave in or if it's just a small section.
You go and investigate. With your expertise in tunnels and tunnel collapses, you can tell that it is pretty well fucked.
Yeah, we're not going this way.
Can we see like the end of the tunnel, like the light at the end of the tunnel, from the way we came in at all?
Nope, pitch black.
No. Okay.
But you do hear an ominous squealing of steam.
Oh.
Guys,
Coming from which way? From the front of the train or from the entrance of the tunnel?
guys,
And you realize that it
I know
is
these things.
building pressure.
Yeah. Does anybody know that? Does Booker know what that means?
I
need to roll something.
I know, guys, that noise. This is bad noise. We need to run.
And I just take off.
As you're taking off, group perception roll.
Group.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's not good.
Mine's the worst. Oh no, never mind. Not the worst.
Along.
So that's for
Nobody knows
Ruku
shit.
and for Nug.
Dang, those are really bad rolls, dude.
My wisdom is horrible.
As you're running along, Cuddles notices that there is a passage in the rocks to your left. And it's about 5 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
I'm just gonna grab Ruku by like the collar and just like chuck him at the like, not really chuck him aggressively, but like throw him at the opening.
Scream out. Nug over here.
And then leg it towards it myself. Oh no, these other fellas. They look cool, but I gotta look after my friend.
Do we see him going that way?
Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to miss.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow the guy.
Let's go,
the big
brother.
guy.
Let's go.
Following.
Yeah, might as
Yeah,
well, man.
following them all.
I don't know.
It's closer.
This is like that movie Daylight. Was
That
that Stallone?
was Stallone. That was the first rated R movie I ever saw in
That
theaters.
was a crazy movie, man.
That was a good movie.
Cuddles is Stallone. He mumbles. You can barely understand.
But as the last of you ducks around the corner, you hear a and then a lot of little tiny pinging as rock and shrapnel just goes hauling ass down the passage, narrowly missing you, and you hear a deep rumbling as the mountain settles a little further onto the train.
Is like the path kind of like blocked behind us now that we've ducked into this little whatever alcove?
Oh, it's not an alcove, it's a service tunnel. It goes a ways.
Oh, it's a service tunnel. Okay, got it.
But the way behind you has gotten a lot smaller.
Okay.
When that collapse happens, Mordecai drops the lamp. And you can visibly see that he's shaking. Oh man, not again. Just got out of a mountain.
It's no biggie.
I go up to him and I put my arm around him. I'm like, hey man, it'll be all right. We'll get out of here.
Somebody better carry the lamp. I don't think I can.
I just reach over to Nug and I point to the lamp and tell him,
Can you carry that for us?
all you guys ever hear out of him is just He makes no noise, no other noise to you, but these weird whirring clicks and beeps. Very much R2D2-ish. But
Is
I
that it?
I
Nug or
understand him
Rucker?
entirely. That's Nug.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Booker just keeps walking. He sighs. He looks at Mordecai. He's like, "God, this guy. All right, whatever, man." Just keeps walking.
You make a merry pace, and you feel the floor of the tunnel slope gently down, down, down. Curves to the left, curves to the right. And then you see it open into a chamber. It's about 10 foot by 10 foot. And the tunnel splits. There's now a tunnel to the left and a tunnel to the right.
Real heroes go left.
Man, shut up. Nobody says that. And he's gonna like look down both ways of the tunnels.
What are you
Maybe
gonna
we
do,
should
brother?
split
Roll
up.
the dice, brother.
Do you want me to roll like perception or anything?
You can roll something if you want to.
Nope. I have no idea what's going on. My eyes are still kind of like from all the dust and smoke. Can't really see much. So he's like, I can't see nothing, man. I don't know which way to go.
Let's see.
Do I have? No, I was going to say, do I have any nature? I have a -3 in nature. I am the worst Beerbold ever.
Can I see if there's any tracks or anything? What is with my rolls? I have a 4 in investigation. Come on.
What kind of tunnels are they? I mean, they just side service tunnels, or
They seem to be hewn from the rough stone of the mountain with
Yep.
tools.
So, what were the turns that we took coming down again?
Left, right, left, up, down, circle.
AB.
Just knowing that we needed to go a specific direction, Ruku's just gonna kind of start walking, and he's gonna head to the left because he feels like that is going to turn, kind of get the connecting service tunnel to the other side of the wreckage.
Good
Cuddles is just following.
point.
Hmm?
So
Cuddles
that-
is following.
Good point.
Because I feel like if I were to go to the right, it's gonna go away from where I want to go.
You continue with your slow descent down. Tunnels wind on back and forth, left and right, up and down, but generally you feel like you're going in the direction you want to be going.
Yeah. Did anybody else follow us?
yeah, Mordecai's not getting away from this.
Yeah.
He's stuck under the mountain before. So.
I
Yell
just
out
turned
that,
like I
"Hey,
turned
you
around to
guys!"
look. I look at you guys and be like,
All right, I'm following. I'm
Like,
coming. I'm coming.
I know you may not know much about my species, but we're really good with tunnels.
So Booker looks at Silas with a look like what do you think?
Dude, you got us into this mess. Let somebody else get us out.
When you're right, you're right. Alright, let's go.
Now you find yourselves in a round chamber that appears to be natural. And there are 3 tunnels leading out.
motherfucker.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. I want to see if there's any obvious like tracks to any of them. Fuck me. At this point, I look at it and I go, you know what? Middle, and I just start going.
Yeah, Cuddles is following.
You chose wisely because as you continue on down, you do notice tracks.
Dang.
Couldn't see them from where you were, but it's like you knew what you were doing.
Hey, it's intuition, I tell you.
Pick the good cup.
And the tunnels continue winding down and around, back and forth. There's a left, it goes for 100 feet. There's a right, it goes for 1,000 feet. Jog left. So on and so forth. And then, all of a sudden, you hear something.
Uh-oh.
Fudge.
And
Who
suddenly,
farted?
Sorry.
Not in a confined space, man.
somebody light a match.
Canary would be dead.
So are we supposed to?
And suddenly,
Everybody drink for the first fart joke.
I'll drink to
I mean, y'all.
Does that mean you have to drink that one now?
Yep.
that. You see
Darn tootin'.
3 small bipedal reptilian dog creatures brandishing strange, almost quill-like spears. And then a 4th one jumps down, and he is much larger. And you notice that he has a strange barbed hook jabbed through his hand.
I look at Riku, I'm like, friends?
At this point, I call out to him in Draconic.
Like, ho there. Be friend or foe?
Cuddles is excited.
What are you doing here, little one?
We're in a train. We're in a crash, and we're just trying to get through the tunnels. They're just windy. These people have been following me. This big dude's trying to pet me. I think he might kill me. Regardless, we're just trying to get out. And honestly, I have no idea how to do that.
You're not one of us, that's for sure. You roll persuasion.
Oh God, why am I trying to persuade something?
How'd you do?
I may not. I'm a little different, but I'm kobold at heart.
How about you give us all your stuff and call it good? Certainly your freedom is worth that much. Perhaps we'll feed you to Mantic.
I take it Mantic is the big guy there.
Hey, I got. What if I played them a little song?
They might like that.
Booker steps up. What if we just slit their throats and be done with this?
So we've
Cuddles
been
is mortified at that.
have they been speaking Draconic to me, or are we?
Yes, they've
Okay.
been speaking
So,
Draconic. Yep.
I turn to you guys and hoping that they don't know common. I try to be as quiet as possible. I go,
Look, guys, here's the thing. They want all our stuff, and we can walk. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not okay with that.
Booker says, like hell. They ain't getting our stuff. They
I
ain't
think-
getting my pickaxe.
I think we gotta fight.
They're gonna get my boot up their ass.
The big one says, "That's funny, because we speak common."
All the better you know that we're about to kick your ass.
Bring it, little guy.
Okay, so
Roll some initiative.
Initiative.
dude, what is going on with my rolls? So Nug is supposed to go off my initiative.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Nug also doesn't have an attack.
Oh yeah, Nug doesn't attack yet. That's right.
Where is my initiative?
It should be on the sheet, or if you
Oh,
click
yeah,
on
here
the token, it pops up by the arrow. Did you roll one?
I can't see my token, so just have to use my.
All right. So. Silas's turn.
I pull out my rapier and attack the closest one to me. Which I guess is this one.
Yeah, there is a little lizard dog just about on you.
23.
And for the sake of my sanity, please just go ahead and roll damage immediately.
13.
You jab him really good through the throat with your rapier. It's almost gone dead. That was the end of that guy.
I'm gonna use my my bonus action, and I don't get that yet. Never mind. You're good.
Now it's Mordecai's turn.
Just a quick tip, guys. You can auto roll the damage if you go to the thing, little star on your character sheet. Sorry, go ahead.
That is the goal.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to probably mess with mine. Mordecai's gonna walk up to Ruku and tap him on his shoulder and say, "May you be entwined in shadows." And I'm gonna give you advantage on dexterity stealth checks. Blasting lasts for an hour. And that is my turn.
All right, now it's Cuddle's turn.
I guess we're fighting. What? Are we fighting? I don't. Okay, I will attack. Any of them look like they're threatening Roku?
Yes, one of them does.
I short sword him. Just with a loud no.
Oh, I see.
Slice down on his shoulder, nearly severing an arm from his body. He looks fairly.
That's a 5. My bad. I've got
You see a couple gushes of arterial spray splatter against the walls of the tunnel, and then that guy also drops dead. And now it's the bigger one's turn. He turns to Booker and says, "We could have just did this easy. All I wanted was your stuff. But no, you have to make it difficult." And he slashes you with that strange barbed hook of his. And misses you entirely. It's almost like he's used to fighting larger enemies.
Booker's very used to fighting people underestimating him. Says, well, you know, you want our stuff, now we want your stuff, so this is gonna happen.
Now it's Haas's turn.
You know, I'm sick of this little talking lizard dog damn thing. I'm gonna pull out my maul and whack him on the side of his head.
You run up swinging your maul and chop him like a piece of wood. Maul goes through the top of his skull and comes out somewhere near his asshole. And he's not dead.
You seen that?
Nice.
And it's Ruku's turn.
Ruku turns and takes aim at the bigger guy and lets a shot out. That'd be 9.
Either you missed him entirely or he was completely unimpressed with that attack, but
Yeah.
you see no indication of injury on his part.
Damn it.
Now it's Booker's turn.
So Booker's just gonna reach into the side of his trench coat, pull out one of his daggers, kind of flip it in his hand a little bit, and then just kind of quickly try to stab it into the side of this thing in front of him.
Outstanding. And you swing wildly at him. It's almost as if his ribbing you with insults had its desired effect. Because you miss.
That's unfortunate.
And now it's Silas's turn.
I'm gonna rush over to my brother and try to stab it as well.
You poke at it with your rapier. It tries to block with its strange barbed appendage, and you manage to draw blood on its forearm. Now it's Mordecai's turn.
All right. So there's one left.
Yep. Just
All right.
one.
I'm gonna get up there and with the flick of my wrist, yeah, I'm gonna hit him with my 11.
You swing wildly at the kobold and miss.
Great little one. That's my turn.
Now it's Cuddle's turn.
I'm just going to attack the nearest one to me.
Yeah, you're able to shoulder through the crowd over to this guy.
And that's a 10.
Squarely with your short sword. In the shoulder, you hear a squeal of pain. now it is the large one's turn. He says, I'll see you chumps later. I don't got time for this nonsense. And he's going to make a run for it. Attack of opportunity for Booker and Fettles.
No.
Nice. Okay.
That's a 6.
18.
Both of you drive home with your blades. It stumbles a bit as it turns to run. But run it does. It makes it about 60 feet down the corridor. And now it's Haas's turn.
Well, what do you say, guys? Do we go after him, or do we, what do you guys want to do?
Fuck yeah, you go after him.
All right. I'm going to chase after him.
You chase after him, but you see no sign of him.
Oh, that subterranean little shit.
Ruku, would you like to try a chance at this finding of the guy?
I'd like to go like to where we last saw him and see if I can see any tracks, or did he just all around disappear?
Looking at the stone floor, you cannot tell where he went.
Okay.
Almost like he never was.
Well, shit. That could lead to problems in the future, guys. We better keep moving the direction we were headed.
And I guess I look around to find an exit, or what I at least would perceive to be an exit.
Yeah, was there a way we were going?
We came into
combat.
we came into a big room.
Right, and then encountered those guys. Yeah, I guess we didn't have a chance to actually look around the room. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then Booker's actually going to rifle through whatever bodies are left on the ground.
There are a few bodies on the ground. You find some scraps of dried meat. You're not sure exactly what sort of meat it was.
I really don't think we're meant to find this guy.
There is a canteen of water. Might be helpful in this situation. And you find 6 silver pieces.
All right. Score.
Which you know to be about half a day's wage for a working man. No, I don't believe I've made a tracker for party loot, but I should probably do that now, because that's a thing.
How much scraps of meat up there? Like 3, you said?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's not the best, but it does.
Never leave me. Especially when you're trapped underground. I'll grab the meat and water.
Booker's definitely gonna try to like pretend he didn't find anything and slip those silver pieces into his pocket.
So, there's a party loot entry now if you guys want to keep track of your earnings.
Okay, cool.
I won't be doing it, so see how that goes.
Badly, I would assume.
I'll look in there tomorrow and be like, there's 500 platinum pieces. No.
What, it was 3 dried meats?
3 dried meat, canteen of water,
Canteen of water.
possibly something else.
Nope, that was it. That's all.
Is he gonna do a little sleight of hand on that one?
I'll roll it.
Let's see it.
Yep, just meat and canteen.
I'm going to say that's pretty much it.
Alright,
So is there, like, looking around the room, do I see, like, another tunnel? I mean, this must be an area where there's multiples.
There's a tunnel to the north, and there's a tunnel to the south.
Which tunnel did the dude go into? That we were chasing, or did he go into a tunnel that we were chasing away?
He went in the southern tunnel.
well, knowing what I know, and
I'm just kind of mumbling to myself, and as I'm mumbling, I just start walking, and I just start going north.
And you continue on to the north. I think that's probably a good time for a break. What do you guys think?
Load. Yeah, I got.
Sounds good.
That works. Sweet.
I'll be back.
We'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes or so.
Yep.
I feel like that's pretty much everybody.
I think so.
Yep.
Wind your way through the cavern deeper and deeper. Suddenly you emerge into another cavern. This one is open to the sky. You see a pinprick of light from way above.
How high? Is there any way to estimate?
Unfortunately, the ceiling is domed in a way that makes climbing it quite impossible.
Oh.
We're a lot deeper than I thought.
There is a strange vine growing here in the light. Has some veins.
That's not all.
Fuck it, I grab it.
Is it growing all the way down from the top?
Nope, it's just growing down here in the light.
Okay.
Like a rabbit, Roku grabs it and he stabs it.
And then just grab, like, is it tall vine or is it just a random vine?
It is a knee-high vine with purple berries.
I mean, being a kobold and from underground, do I know what these berries are?
You want
No.
to roll like a nature on that?
Oh, nature would probably be better. Nature would be better. Nature still sucked. I'm looking at it and I think, you know what? I'm fairly certain these are good, and I'm just gonna eat one.
You eat one, and you feel all the bumps and bruises from the train go away.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys, these berries are amazing.
I highly suggest you try one.
One. Okay.
Booker's giving away.
Cuddles eats one.
I'm gonna
Tiny.
roll my own nature check. Oh. Oh, yeah.
You're pretty sure that they're boysenberries?
Boysenberries.
Yeah, Booker's like, oh yeah, man. These are amazing.
Silas looks at Booker and goes, "Brother, I don't know if this is the best idea."
I'm not fucking with you guys. These are good.
I've already eaten one. Sitting there happily.
Is there anything else in this room? It's just like a dead end?
No, the tunnel keeps going.
Well, I think I'm just gonna keep walking.
You keep walking.
And look at you guys, and we aren't getting up there, so it's really our only option.
We should pick all these berries.
That's actually a really good idea. Let's do that before we leave.
I'm just gonna rip the tree out the ground.
that does it.
You
Berries.
get 3 more berries out of it.
Shit bush.
What are we calling these? I'm just gonna put it down as 3 berries
3 good berries.
from Cave Bush.
Oh, they're good berries. Oh, nice.
Oh, good berries.
Well, they are pretty tasty. And everybody seems to be recovered from their train crash injuries.
All right,
Still
onward.
carry on. You walk down It's strange. You see the tunnel slope down, and then you can see it slope back up again. There's kind of a deep spot here. You're making your way through it. Group check. Constitution.
Oh, fudge.
What was that? Sorry.
Group check. Constitution.
Oh,
Like saving throw or straight check?
Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, so Ruku's.
Cuddles doesn't feel so good.
Oh my god, that's the first good roll.
That's problematic. Okay. So, you're stumbling along down the tunnel. Mordecai, you suddenly realize you smell an atmosphere you're familiar with. It is a dirty, rotten egg smell like hydrogen sulfide. You know that you cannot live long if you breathe this shit.
That's so bad, guys. You smell that?
Sorry.
Down.
Nah, man. I don't smell shit. What's going on? What do you got?
All right, Cuddles, Booker.
My
you
mining
make it-
nose.
You make it another 10 feet. Roll another save.
Oh.
Ugh.
I'm
Cuddles.
telling you guys, we gotta get out of this
He-
stuff.
He's got a point, guys. Big dude, you big furry man, you need to stop, please.
Okay.
Little man over there. I guess I shouldn't go. Who's calling who little, right?
Yeah. Little man talking to me. Little man. Come on, we gotta get out of here. We back out.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
This tunnel.
Yeah,
Here's
seems
bad.
alright. I don't know. I can't tell nothing. I'm okay.
Booker's like just about unconscious at this
Look, guys.
Silas is very
I'm
concerned.
alright. Look, just go this way with me. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna grab him and start pulling him back if I'm doing
Should I take
Sway
him
my
out?
Guys.
place.
Silas is going to attempt to persuade Booker to just chill out and follow me.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Bring it on.
I challenge you to a intimidation check.
So what? Your intimidation.
Hey, why don't you roll?
What do I even roll? Insight?
Intimidation.
Oh, we both roll. Okay.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
Move.
Like, oh,
Brother,
man, you're
stop.
right.
Follow me, brother.
Okay. He's like lightheaded as fuck. He has no idea what's going on.
You make it back to the cave with the goodberry vine, and you notice that there is another path out of there.
Let's go this way.
Let's try that one.
Yeah.
Make our way down the other
You
path.
start going down the next path, and you hear the sound of dripping water. It keeps getting louder and louder, and eventually you come to another cavern. And in this cavern, there is a pool. And in the pool, you see 3 white fish.
Ooh.
White fish without eyes.
What the fuck?
Fish.
I don't like them.
Being
That are-
underground, would I have ever seen any fish like that?
Oh yeah, you're familiar with cave fish.
They're cave fish. Good eating.
They are, in fact, good eating. They're very tender. Very.
I'm just gonna reach in and eat one.
Our Preferably cooked.
I'm not even gonna pet it first. Just gonna eat it.
He said it was good eating. He's a little person. I trust him.
He like pauses just as he rips the head off of it. Like, oh, okay.
Well, I'm a big person and I'm a half orc, so I'm definitely in on that. I'm gonna reach in and grab another fish for myself.
It's like cave sushi.
So Booker is actually more concerned about where the water is coming from, like the source.
It appears to be dripping off a large stone formation growing from the ceiling. A stalactite, if you might. Stalactite?
How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling is about 20 feet high, but where this particular rock is, that rock comes down to about 5 feet above the water.
Okay. So Booker looks at Silas. He's like, I got an idea, man. Look, what if I took one of my jugs and I tied it to that rock? We could blow it up, maybe get out of here.
You also notice that there are 2 more passages.
Are any of them have water running through them?
No.
No, it's just okay.
Got one to the left, one to the right.
Do either of them look like they're
That's-
more
that's
used
it.
than the other?
Neither one of them look used.
There's no natural light in this room, correct?
No, there's no natural light in this
Okay.
room. Perhaps chat should pick left or right.
Ooh, I like it.
Might
Here,
be
you
good
should
for
put
the-
on low latency or whatever.
Yep.
Is there anybody in chat?
There is, but there's lurkers,
No.
which is totally fine.
Well, we like lurkers. That's what I do in chat.
That's what I do.
Don't talk to me. I just want to sit here. But if you guys do want to pick left or right, go ahead and shout it out. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Ruku's going right too. Yeah, that's what 2 was.
Right.
Ruku is going right.
Booker's going one.
Silas, you're doing whatever, or Booker, you're doing whatever I tell you to do.
That's actually true. Yeah.
That is accurate. You continue on to the right, and you find more tracks. Almost like a survival roll would have been helpful. And you follow these tracks through the winding tunnels. Eventually, you come to an old camp. You see the remains of a fire from not that long ago. You also see the slightly stinky corpse of a kobold and a ladder up into the darkness. What do you do?
I just go straight for the ladder.
We need to go up.
I'm gonna check out this camp. See what's going on.
Loot.
I mean, not loot, just kind of. Well, I mean, loot too, obviously, but what was the purpose of this camp? Can I figure out?
For that, you're going to want some sort of investigation roll.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Does anybody want to help him?
Yeah, Mordecai. What are you looking at over there?
Silas is getting pretty annoyed right now, so he's going to help as well.
Rolling your rolls.
I
Wow.
love the same thing.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Just three.
I don't see anything.
Three
Did you get
idiots
that
looking
fast?
around at the dirt.
Gee, George, which way
Three
did it
sick
go?
people and 3 idiots.
Yep, looks like a kobold camp. I can't tell what this funny looking string is.
I'm gonna have a look around too, just because everybody else is doing
No,
it.
you're not. No, you're not.
I'm just gonna start climbing the ladder to see where it goes.
Two
I wa-
nines and two fives.
I have a -3 to investigation.
shit,
that
this-
was never gonna go well.
This big dumb half breed can figure it out, and you guys are stumbling around. Shit.
Haas, you notice that the boot prints and the dust around here are much bigger than any kobold would make. They're almost like human sized. You also find 3 feet of fuse. Like one might use a rigged explosive.
That's good stuff.
Nice.
What? I keep pressing the wrong button.
And as Roku starts climbing the ladder,
Ruku.
hear a thunderous noise, followed by the sound of stone crashing on stone,
Coming from above.
coming from a cavern above your position.
Oh
I
no.
panic and I slide down and just start running. Oh, wait, no. I want to slide down the ladder, take the ladder with me, and I'm going to run into the other room where we had the light.
It's a pretty big ladder. Well, I guess it's only like a 10-footer, but it's made out of like pecker poles. You're gonna have to roll a strength check to see if you can pick that thing up.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. We'll see.
Yeah, you do that. You do the hell out of that.
Nice.
And as I just go by you guys in a blur, I just go, run!
Yeah, better run.
I started moving the moment Roku did. Just running! Yay! What are we running from?
And I was running.
Alright, so you run, and there's some more awkward running. You run back to the cavern where you last came from. Would you like to go back to the ladder place with the thunder, or do you want to...
Well, I'm just straight terrified of that room. The sound just scared the hell out of me. So I'm looking at you guys like, you all are giving me that look like, what the fuck did we just run from? And I'm just like, it was scary. So at this point,
Him climbing on the ladder triggered some sort of rock fall trap from above that was going to come crashing down. So we should all run.
yeah, what he said. So I'd like to look and see, like, is there any kind of, like, I don't know, any area that would be worth trying to climb up now that I have this ladder?
No,
No.
not. You can go back the way you came, before, or you can go the direction you haven't gone.
Oh yeah, we went to the right. There was a left too.
Let's go to the left.
Kite in chat said left. That's all I'm saying.
No, okay, there you go. Make it
All
stop.
right.
Left it is.
You head to the left. In a short time, you find yourself at a chasm. It's
A
about-
chasm?
Yes, an ore chasm. You're pretty sure.
God damn it.
Bottom.
Chasm?
Or chasm?
How long does it span?
It's about 8 feet wide, about 20 feet deep.
I just, like, totally am excited. I'm kind of jumping as I'm telling you guys.
I knew there's a reason I grabbed this ladder.
And I put the ladder across the chasm and start to crawl across.
You put the ladder across the chasm and crawl across. You clever, clever kobold. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. That's you do it.
Well done. Well done.
You do it, and you find yourself in a much wider tunnel now, and you smell the sweet scents of fresh air. It's a thing only a kobold could truly appreciate. Actually, that's not true.
That's not true. I hate outside. But I'm a weird one, but I kind of jump up down and be like, this is the way to go, guys. Come on.
What about our big fella?
I'm just following, just dumbly in the background.
It was a pretty sturdy ladder. I think.
I'm pretty sure I can
Booker
make
makes
it.
sure he goes before the big guy, just in case something bad happens.
Yeah. I don't want to be stuck in here by myself, so definitely getting antsy.
I could have just thrown you guys up there.
That's true. You could have done that. This is much better.
I feel like bad rolls would have been.
Splat!
Somehow the damn ladder holds up to Cuddle's weight. It groans in protest, but you do manage to cross it. You find yourself in the wider tunnel, and it's clearly sloping down. You have merry thoughts in your head as you're like, we might actually escape this fucking place. And then you come to a dead end, and there's another ladder which leads up to a ledge about 10 feet higher above than where you're at now.
I
Ooh, graphics.
ooh.
Graphics, indeed.
I'm gonna, I guess, climb that ladder.
You climb the ladder. You find yourself in a large cavern. From the ceiling hang a number of stalactites.
Are these stalactites or are these holes or boulders?
Those are stalactites.
Okay.
Stalagmites might hang from the ceiling, but they don't. Stalactites hang tight from the ceiling. Science.
There was a fucking Tenacious D thing about that still has stuck in my memory. Or is it stalactites hold on tight and stalagmites might hook you in the ass from below?
Yep.
Glad we're clear on that.
Thank
That
you,
makes
Tenacious
perfect
D.
sense.
Science lesson.
Actually, Jack Black is in the new Gorillaz film clip. I'm so
Yeah.
pumped.
Dude,
So-
Jumanji, man, that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
That was a good movie.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah,
I've got to see it still.
Highly recommended. It was, they did good with that movie.
yeah,
Queue it up.
definitely.
So can I see these stalactites?
Yes, you can. They're hanging from the ceiling. They're big.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure how big the ceiling was or how high.
High enough.
I'm gonna yell to the guys and
There's a bunch of stalactites. Don't trust them. But I see another tunnel.
There
Ah,
is a little tunnel.
That must be the way to go.
I'd say if we hug the wall, well, maybe we'll just trust the kobold. But if we hug the wall here, if the stalactite thingamabobbers fall, there'll be, still a gap for us to get through. But if we walk through the middle, they can crush us. They can fall and tip over and crush us.
Maybe.
I mean, not if you can dodge it.
Oh yeah, sure.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a stalactite.
That's what my mom.
Throw your wrench at me.
Yeah. Quick, Riku, throw your wrench at me.
I'm just gonna kind of hug the wall and move along.
That's going pretty good for you. What are the
Alright.
rest of you doing?
Following him.
Watching him.
Yeah, I'm watching
Mordecai's
him.
heading up the ladder.
From down below, you cannot see him.
Okay.
Dude, why? I'm sorry.
I'm
The ice cream man is driving by my house at 9 o'clock at night. That is not a good ice cream man.
That is not the ice cream man.
That is not an ice cream
he's
man.
not selling ice cream. I guarantee you.
9 at night. What the fuck?
Amazing, Randy.
That is not a
I was
coincidence.
gonna say,
You go get that ice cream,
as
man.
an adult, you should probably go investigate and maybe purchase what he has.
Yes.
His windows,
We will wait
windows
for
all
you.
blacked out.
Excuse
If
me,
you get a
guys.
Cadillac, that's not an ice cream, man.
Is it a van? Are the windows blacked out?
Pedophile.
Whoa.
Just that soundbite.
I'm actually going to quietly follow at the very tail end of everybody.
What the hell's Cuddles doing?
He's hanging with Ruku.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
He's still trying to pet me. I'm still
Pretty sure
horribly
you guys
terrified.
do the green token, right?
Yeah, I am all the way over here. I didn't. Yeah, I just realized that I can see tokens. I've been staring at the fucking intro screen.
Yeah, alright. Well, don't get too crazy there, fellas, because...
You're all dead.
Before Ruku makes it to the tunnel head, this giant horny toad drops down from a raised platform above and gives a giant belch. And you see a stalactite fall from the ceiling, crashing to the ground and shattering in a bunch of pieces.
I'm cowering behind Cuddles at this point.
Also, combat time.
Combat time.
Wait, it sounds more like.
That is
That was impressive.
I know, it would have been better if I could have done
something broke.
Holy shit.
Oh man, what is going on with the rolls today?
They're not
I'm
good.
doing pretty good.
My only good rolls was to steal shit, so I'm actually up.
Yeah. That was the only role that mattered.
Right.
Speaking as a former rogue.
It's Silas's turn.
He's going to pass his turn to the end.
All right. Unorthodox, but I'll allow it this one time.
You're
Oh, really? That's not allowed? Okay, I'll do something then. I'm going to pull out my flintlock pistol and take a shot.
Taking a shot. Alrighty. You see a bit of blood spray off the side of his head as your shot just reverberates off the side of this cavern. The beast is coming on, though. And now it is the Thunder Toad's turn.
Thunder Toad.
It hops over here underneath the stalactite.
I'm excited.
Is everybody? Oh, Roku's in there. But first, it does one of those thunderous belches. So he's within 10 feet. So Cuddles, Silas, and Wuku. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Lucky I'm a fighter.
Oi,
Right?
oi,
Oh no.
oi.
Oh.
Ouch.
I don't even feel like I need to look up what the threshold is on that because I know it's low.
If it's poison, I take half damage.
It belches thunderously at you, and the shock of the noise just throws you up against the wall. And Wuku, you fall unconscious.
Oh shit.
Cuddles and Silas, you are both reeling from the force of this. Like, you are not doing well at all. But unfortunately, in doing so, it also caused the stalactite above the creature to fall, hitting it. Dealing
Whoa.
9 points of
Plot twist.
and the giant horny toad squeals in pain.
Horny toad.
Indeed. Now it's what? Ruku's unconscious, so he gets skipped. Mordecai's turn.
Hope that horny toad was a bottom.
Banned.
Seen several of his companions go down. I'm gonna just shoot out my arms really quickly. You just see like a shadowy bolt fly out of my hand. Ooh, maybe not. And I gotta roll a wild magic, right? So.
Yep.
Okay. Do I have it?
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Is that for every cast?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, is it a D20 first?
Yeah, it's a D20 first.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, roll a d20.
Alright. Four.
Nothing happens.
Alright.
It's like a bad magic trick. Nothing up this sleeve, nothing in this sleeve, nothing anywhere. Now it's Haas's turn.
Well, welcome to 6 shooters and shenanigans.
Mostly
Well,
down corridors.
you know what? I'm gonna use some vicious mockery on this here toad, which I think I already did with my previous statement about him being a bottom.
We'll take that as your vicious mockery.
Okay, there we go.
Nope.
Alright. Thundertoad. Wisdom saving throw. Be wise, my little friend. Be wise. You see no effect Although the toad does wink at you.
That's creepy.
Not creepy at all. Now it's Booker's turn.
Alright, so Booker kind of saw that the whole initial barrage from the toad. His head was just kind of peeking up over the edge. He's still on the ladder technically, so seeing his brother, kind of get jacked up a little bit, he's definitely gonna move into action. So he's gonna move up, and he's gonna throw one of his daggers at the toad.
You strike the toad in the side of the head. He digs in a bit. You see it reel backwards 5 feet, squeal in agony. It shakes it off, and your dagger goes flying down the tunnel.
It's my turn.
Hey, I'll be right back.
All right.
Continue on if I don't get back.
Now it's Cuddle's turn.
This thing is not friendly. I don't like it. I'm just gonna run up and give it a stick of the short sword. 13, 10 damage if a 13 hits.
It does. You jam your short sword through the beast's leathery skull. Kind of drops back hard with the impact. A couple more of those stalactites fall. Roll a group perception check.
Except for Ruku, because he's knocked out.
Oh yeah!
Nice.
You feel a deep tremor in the earth. Some of you who aren't familiar with delving for riches do not understand its import. But all of you feel that it's something bad. Mordecai, you know that this place is going to collapse. And it's going to collapse soon.
Get through the tunnel!
I'm just gonna leg it. Grab Ruku and just leg it.
Oh, wait. Nope.
Oh.
Still in combat turn. So, Cuddles, you grab Ruku and leg it. You can move 60 squares in the turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now you can move 60 feet, which is at 5 foot squares, is what? 12?
My brain doesn't work. So it's safe to say I get at least over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 35 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right there.
Yeah. Just sprint off. Carrying Ricker.
And now it's Silas's turn.
Silas is gonna try to make his way out of the danger zone.
Oh. If only there was a highway.
15, 20, 25, 30. 45, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Alright, Thundertoad, you're dead. Ruku. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Still unconscious. Mark a failed death save. Mordecai, this is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna book it. Run 50 feet. Which will get me to about there.
Yep. Haas's turn. Probably not here, so we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. Booker's turn.
I make it so a little bit past Mordecai.
There.
Yeah. Boom. Good.
Alright. Cuddles, it's your turn. Silas. Well, Cuddles, you go.
Silas is going to do a. Oh, not my turn? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep going. Can't see where I'm going. Yeah. Damn it.
You make it about that far.
Yeah.
That far with you. Silas, your turn. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Well, Silas also wants to do like a self check on himself from getting stunned. Make sure that he's okay.
Silas somehow manages to pass the friendly Cuddles. He is so close to tasting actual daylight, it is hard to believe. Haas, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. Haas is like right in the mix now, catching up fast. Booker, your turn. 50. Run for it. Mordecai. And with that, the tunnel starts collapsing. Everyone roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Nope.
Damn it, you're carrying me.
You better pray I don't fall, man.
What if we real bad? You guys are able to dodge around the tiny pieces of rubble falling on you at the moment without much issue. Now it's Cuddles time.
Did Cuddles token just? Oh, he's outside. Okay.
You burst forth onto the mountainside with Ruku in hand. Now it's Silas's turn.
I'm back.
Oh, good. You're running for your life. Silas, your turn. I assume you're going to continue running.
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside.
It's the only sensible thing you can do. Okay. Ruku is unconscious. Mordecai.
Alright, so I can get basically to
You can move
Troops
50
there.
feet. Haas, you escape to daylight. Booker.
Yay.
Mordecai, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Uh,
This is not going to go well.
By falling stone. A grapefruit-sized chunk bounces off your shoulder. You feel the searing pain of Mother Tunnel crashing down on you. It's like it took a third of your life away.
I'm not going underground again. That shit.
isn't that like where you're from?
It's kind
Long
of
story.
this thing.
We'll find out. We'll
And
find out.
as the
Every time
tunnel,
I'm down there, it just collapses. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm cursed.
as the tunnel finishes collapsing, there is a gust of wind and rubble just comes shooting out. Mordecai, Cuddles, and the Jefferson twins make a saving throw. of
Which
dex.
one? Dex.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I would love to make a decent roll. I made 2 good ones to start.
You've used up all your
Welcome to my night. I think I got one that was over 10.
Booker, you were blown past your brother, Silas. He manages to grab you before you're blown off the cliff.
That's good. Thanks, bro.
It is painful.
Oh,
You get just pelted with little pebbles in the face. Mostly.
Not the face.
I need that to think.
It's the moneymaker, man.
And then you're able to look down from your vantage point and you see railroad tracks running off to a town not very far from here. Looks like you might not die today.
Alright. Works for me.
I'd like to do a self-assessment to see how badly I got messed up.
Yeah, same.
Silas, you are not doing well at all.
After saving my brother from falling off the cliff in the blast, I just sit down on the ground and I say, guys, I don't know about you, but I need a break.
Cuddles also slumps down under the weight of Ruku.
Am I awake?
Fighting for consciousness at this point.
What the hell
All right.
just happened?
Well, hey, here I can cure some of your wounds. Sing
That
a
would be
little-
mighty nice of you, sir.
Sing him a little song of healing, sexual healing.
Oh god.
Please, please.
When I got that
'Cause it was-
feeling,
Sexual healing.
What is wrong with the bards always in our parties? There's always something wrong with the bards in our parties.
okay, so that was for the 2 different people that needed it.
The 2 different people.
The 2 different people I touched.
Who did you touch?
Cecil, go away.
Touch too much.
I'm just checking out my shoulder. No, I took a big rock. Let me eat one of those berries.
Oh yeah, who has the berries?
They're
Forgot about
in
that.
our party. I
Cuddles.
think I have them.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Cuddles
passed out,
feels
so
like $1 million.
Always look like $1 million.
Cyrus, you're feeling like you've been out on a bender for like 3 days straight, but other than that, like you're gonna live.
I've been there.
Right.
Mordecai, you you're hanging in there, but barely. You're not feeling great.
I'm gonna eat one of those berries.
You eat one of the berries.
See if it makes me feel better.
You feel a little better.
I know what'll cure my wounds. Gotta get to that bar. Get some shots of whiskey.
Booker points at Mordecai. He's like, "Yo, listen to this man. He knows what he's talking about. Let's go get us some whiskey, boys. We sure damn earned it."
Where are we gonna go? That random town that's down there?
Yeah, we're going to that random
Yeah.
town, Silas. Why the fuck not?
What if they recognize us?
Is what, survivors of a train crash?
Exactly. You worry too much, man. It'll be fine. Look, first sign of trouble, we'll get out of here. No big deal. But better than nothing at this point.
Fine.
Whiskey!
And you make your way down the mountain. Is there any discussion between the peoples, or are you just all just super happy to be alive and gonna be quiet about it?
Yeah, just I'm just following.
Booker's kind of studying everyone around him. Trying to figure out like what they're about. You know, he listened to the conversations, what they said, you know, what kind of ideas they had. Just trying to size up everybody.
I'm gonna say, since I'm barely awake, Cuddles is probably still carrying me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of.
Thank you, buddy. I've never seen you either. What are you?
Big. Me.
Okay.
People call me a furry something, furbolg, but we don't use that ourselves. We're just us. But you can call me Cuddles.
All right. I'm Ruku. Ruku Hawks. Thanks for saving my life out there, pal.
The moment he falls asleep, I'm just gonna like with one finger gently stroke his head.
You just smile. You're like, I got my pet.
He does not have any choice in this.
I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty crazy.
Shoot, I didn't think we were gonna make it. Well, I just came out here to get away from, some trouble back home, and was hoping to make a name for myself and be a musician. But if I make a name for myself doing whatever, maybe it could be part of a party like you guys.
My brother and I, we're on a mission. You guys seem to be all right. How would you like to join our group and help us in our cause?
What kind of mission?
See, my brother here, he's a little misguided. But while I was away, they killed our father. And now, we're hunting down to get them all.
It was my fault. The job I pulled. Messed with the wrong people. They hit us back. Well, they hit me back. So, now we're looking for some revenge. So, that's our goal. If you guys are in, you're in. If you're not, well, good knowing you.
I just walk up and I pull out a picture, and it's a really bad, vague picture. It's like a green and yellow two-headed thing. I'm just like, have you guys seen this?
Afraid not.
Well, are we going a lot of places? Because I have to look for this.
We can look. There's a lot of great things out there. Seems we all are looking for something. Maybe we can help each other out.
How about we talk about this over some whiskey?
Sounds good to me.
Is anybody going anywhere near White Tree?
There's a white tree over there.
Ooh.
I just point off in the distance.
I think it's town. I don't know.
Good old white American oak right there. Best whiskey in town made from them trees.
By this time, you make it down the mountain. The railroad tracks start hiking into town. You notice that the tunnel, the train tracks come through, it's not very deep anymore. There's a shitload of rubble in there. And you also notice that off to the north side, there is a large hill. On that large hill is a dead tree, bleached white in the desert sun. Underneath that tree along the hillside are a number of tombstones. Seems to be town graveyard.
Look, it's your white tree. We've done it. We're here.
It's a sign.
He's excited. Mission complete.
And you make it on into town, and you find at the nearest bar. You pull up a stool. And the barman says, Welcome to the Cock and Bull. My name is Lurum Hospice. This is my establishment. You boys look like you've had a rough day. How about I put on the house?
That's cool. I am okay. My friend here is sleeping, and I just kind of put him on the count on the bar.
So, what do people drink at the Cock and Bull?
It's pronounced Cock and Bull.
So Booker pulls out some of the stuff he stole from the safe on the train, and he's like, "We'll have some of your finest. Me and these other 5 gentlemen. Whatever you got the best, we'll have it." Just slap some gold down.
Outstanding, sir. Would you care for some food while you're at it?
I would like food.
I could use some food myself.
But how much did you swap down?
Let's all sit down and have ourselves a drink and cheers to the formation of our new group.
This water
You
tastes funny.
motherfucking huh? Let's drink.
Yeah.
And in short order, A server comes out bearing bowls of stewed sausage with cashew bread and tankers of stout to go around. Lurim says, "It'll be 6 silver pieces, please."
Chug a lug.
How much should I get from taking everything out of the safe? And I also noticed you said there were like letters and stuff. We can talk about that later, but I just want to like the hard cash for right now.
You have 83 gold pieces from that heist.
Oh snap!
Jeez.
My man.
Okay.
Drinks on you.
So yeah, Booker's definitely like, hey Liz, you know, first round's on me. Don't worry about it. But you know, everybody got to take care of themselves at some point. You gotta understand that in this group. So yeah, he definitely takes care of the first round of food and drink. Like, no big deal.
So where's everybody going? What brought you out here?
Well, I was kind of kicked out of my encampment. My clan didn't like my tinkering much. Thought it wasn't the way a kobold should live, and they ousted me, so I've been, just trying to get away from them as far as I can go. And me and old Nug here, he's been my buddy as I've gone through.
Yeah, Nug is pretty neat. That's pretty awesome looking.
Yep, I learned on my way around here how to make myself a little friend, because, let's be honest, you folks are probably the kindest people I've met so far to my kind. Most of you don't like dealing with me.
Silas looks at Booker and chuckles.
Well, look, boys. Seems we did all right together. For now, I say maybe we find some work. Maybe we pull a couple jobs. You know, make a little coin. Who's okay with that?
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah. Well, I'm out here actually
wanna
looking for
hang out.
somebody.
Looking for someone?
So
I
you
think
look
we'll be
for-
able
he
to-
owns a pretty rich mine claim out west beyond White Tree.
Ooh, riches.
He's got a debt to pay.
Oh yeah.
I
All right.
tend to collect
Well.
that.
Figure you probably need some help with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna be teamed up, I'd hope you do what you gotta do and, you know, split the booty down the middle.
Maybe we could take out
I'm
that
all about the boot.
weird old picture that dude showed us with the triple head or whatever, how many heads that thing had.
It has 2, and it is a bear.
Excuse me?
I have to.
I cannot wait to hear this story.
I made a mistake. I pet our village's bear cub, and it stopped moving. And then the big bear got angry and attacked me, I think. So I tried to stop it, and then it stopped moving. And then my elders came up and said that I have to go because I can't be here anymore, and I have to go on a very important mission and look for a green and gold 2-headed bear, and I have to pet that bear.
Does anybody know what the fuck he is talking about?
I don't know. It sounds to me like he's learned how to pet the weasel. You know what I'm saying?
I have
Pop
pet
goes
the
the
weasel. I have pet the weasel. They are small. They do not like me.
Oh, well. Okay, this just got really weird. Booker just starts busting up laughing, like, oh my god, this guy.
I start playing a song. My bard just starts playing a song.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it.
Who pet the weasel?
Pop goes the weasel.
That's exactly what happened. It went pop, and that was the end of the weasel. I normally take animals to my friend. He's a druid, and he makes the move again, but he got sick of me coming around. He told me to go away.
Do
That I
not
made
touch
you.
my weasel.
Man, back in our trailer
I've
park,
got
we
big
ate
hands.
weasels. They're good eating.
Weasel.
This is getting too much.
Wait, the weasel is good eating?
I will allow it.
Part of me has got like Pauly Shore running through my mind at the
But
moment.
only give
I can't stop laughing right now.
That's really awesome, actually.
I look up to Cuddles and I go,
As long as you don't do whatever you did to the weasel or especially the weasel, but the bear, just we can be buddies. I'm okay with that.
I have learned to you when things are much smaller than I am, like you. I've learned to use a finger, one finger, and then they keep moving.
Oh, the shocker.
Anything more, and they scream and run away.
And it's all downhill from here. So Booker's, drinking. He looks at Riku. He's like, "You, what? Yeah, I swear, I've met a couple of your kind here and there. What's your story? What are you after?"
Honestly, I'm just looking to build. I like technology.
Oh yeah, is that right? Well, tell you what, I'm a little handy with things that blow up. Mm.
I got this here
You know-
pistol.
We can discuss that.
This here pistol, this was our father's pistol. And I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna shoot dead the guy who killed our father.
Do you know where the whereabouts of this guy is? Or his name or anything?
They're all over. That's why we're roaming, and we're gonna take them all out.
Yeah,
So long
I
as
really messed up. I messed with the
I
wrong
just-
man. He was connected with the wrong people. So we gotta work our way up the food chain now.
You just point me in the direction of something cuddly, and I will hug it, and we will keep moving.
Well, from what, as far as we've gone, the man we're looking for is Mr. Big. That's his name, and that's as far as we've gone. However, we don't know where he is or who he knows. So we're just trying to find our way to him.
About this time, as the group sinks into silence, contemplating that mysterious bit of information, you notice that somebody has started carving a map into the tabletop. Strangely, it's color coded. That's weird. It's not what you expect from a map carved into a table, but there it is.
They're an artist.
It's over there. You guess that this weird white tree-like shape with the X under it on the blue line with the little dashes, probably where you're at now. And the pointy alligator mouth looking things are probably mountains. And dots are desert, etc., etc. And somebody marked an X up here for something. Is it treasure? Is it certain death? Not real sure. Not real sure.
One thing's for sure, we definitely need to get some supplies. Gold, ammunition, whatever it is. So hey, maybe somebody here knew something in this spot. I think we should go check it out.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Somebody carved this in a table at the bar at the tavern.
Yep.
So I'm gonna flip the barkeep a gold, and then bring him over to the table. And be like, hey, you recognize this here carving? You know anything going on with this map?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. There was a band of adventurers not too long ago. Might have been maybe a month or so. Started hanging around, going on about this treasure they found. One of them carved this map on my table. Wasn't real happy about it at the time, but I figured that exit, that might be where they thought the treasure was.
You might know whereabouts where these adventurers went off to.
You know, the funny thing about adventurers is if they got gold to spend, they're getting drunk. That's how this shit works.
Yeah, I know that life.
So I figure if they went off seeking treasure and they're not back getting drunk, and they're probably dead. Or really poor.
Fair point. All right. Well, I appreciate it. I'll let you get back to your duties.
You know, you're welcome to continue carving it on that there table if you want. That's fine.
Well, yeah. I'm not a big artist, but just curious what that red X could mean. If you knew, that's all.
Search me. I just pour drinks here.
Fair enough.
He
All right.
waddles off. Did I mention he's an overweight human with a bald head? Because that's not really important.
That's very important.
All right. Well, yeah, I relay what the barkeep told me to the group.
Oh, they heard it. They heard it.
Oh, okay.
Can we take like a 3 minutes so I can pee?
Actually, that's probably a good time to wrap it up for the night. We'll go ahead and take like a 5-minute and pee, and
Yeah.
One.
hang out, wrap it up. We'll do a little post-session chat.
All right.
Do we want to
Perfect.
do any
Yeah.
kind of ending here, like cover the hashtag, that kind of stuff?
We can do like the wrap up, and then we got like some business to discuss after that.
Okay.
Something.
I mean, I think this is just kind of like, yeah, okay, never mind. We'll talk about it.
We'll quick break and then come back to our end of stream wrap up and then have our post stream talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like you're speaking my language.
Crap. Oh yeah, everyone's back. Fucking Dragon Quest, man.
Did you get it on the DS or are you playing it on the PS2?
Yeah.
So the DS is a tad different. Like they added some stuff to it that wasn't there, but still a damn good game.
Yeah, I'm just in the first little area, the waterfall cave.
Yeah,
It's not bad. Like I'm enjoying it. I was gonna go back and play Fragments of the Past or whatever that was called, but I'd gotten so far into it that when I lost my save file, I just don't have the heart to go through all that again.
yeah.
Oh, that's
I
the
was-
worst.
Yeah, I was easily about 60 hours into it. And
You
I
lost all 60 hours?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, that sucks.
Nah.
Oh, that's awful.
My DS jacked up before I could back up the save file. So
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That's like RPG 101. Save
yeah,
every
I know.
second.
Yeah.
No, I had, but I just like went with 3DS. And once, like, especially when you're using custom firmware, once it shits the bed, the only thing you can do is format it
Yep.
and just lose everything. I lost my Omega Ruby save file too, but I had that backed up elsewhere because I'd used a save extractor on it. So I had an earlier save backed up, so I just got to inject that back in. Luckily, because that would have pissed me off. I had like 80% of the Pokedex complete. I was furious.
All right. Is everybody back?
Yeah, I think so.
I won't bore you with stories about getting a 16-digit code for backup and then having to enter it.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, I
We all
remember
went through
those
that.
days. Yeah.
Called Sega Master System.
Yeah, man.
So, that's pretty much the end of episode 1. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. How'd you guys feel about that?
That's all right.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Just got
Easier to like actually come together as a
almost
group.
died
than
in
I
a
thought it
cave
would be.
collapse.
I
I would
felt
have liked a
like-
little. Personally, I would have liked a little bit more time in the cave before the collapse, but I understand.
Really?
I actually disagree because
I thought that was perfect.
Yeah, I think it it demanded quick thinking, and we had to make a decision and move out.
Yeah, otherwise we would have
Otherwise,
been there
we
for
definitely
hours.
would have died. Yeah.
Well, and if none of us rolled good enough for perception, it could have easily been
Right.
too.
TPK in a cave. Brilliant.
I really enjoyed the winding trails.
Yeah.
I'm amazed we got out.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
too.
me too. I think there was also a lot of really good, not story elements, just kind of like environment elements that kind of brought out every character's strength and or weakness. I think a lot of people got to see what we're good at and what we're probably not good at least for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Definitely learning experience for all there.
We haven't done a whole lot of RP or story beforehand, so it'll be an evolutionary thing. Like as we go along, we're only gonna get better.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, for me, I was looking for the words like, I'm gonna roll a nature check, or I'm gonna roll a survival check. I think someone did roll a survival check at one point, but it was just below full.
No, I am the worst.
That was me.
Evolved you guys have ever seen. Like where is it? My nature is -3.
Dude, you are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're kind of like a druid, like warrior.
Yeah, like
Much, but
I've
terrible.
got a +4. I've got a +4 in animal handling, but yeah, like nothing else. Like anything that involves intelligence, -3.
That's awesome.
That's actually really funny. You played that really well, I might add.
Doing pretty
Yeah.
No, I mean I like the direction we're going. I think it's really open ended right now, especially that we had at the tavern. Like we just kind of discussed like, you know, what everyone's idea and goals are. So I thought that was kind of cool. So we can address everyone's hopes or what they want to do at least.
good. Yeah. Look, you're going
Mine's a
what
bullshit goal.
propelled in this direction.
Like Cuddles' goal is absolute bullshit. It was just set up to get him out of the like. It was just an excuse to get him banished. You know, he firmly believes that he will come across something as ridiculous as a golden green two-headed bear, but in actual fact, he's just been banished. They gave him an impossible challenge.
Oh, we'll find it.
Well, yeah,
The shit out
that'll
of
probably end up happening. Going back
Yeah.
to the village.
yeah,
Hey guys, look.
it's gonna be a 5-headed dragon god.
I'm now the ruler of you all.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
he's not very
only
smart. He might think it's a bear.
Not only
Yeah.
did I pet it, but with my +4 animal handling, it's now my friend. You know?
No, seriously, I think that's probably one of the greatest backstories I read out of all of the ones we have. I think that's a really awesome one.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with it. I want because I don't often get to play big dumb fighters, so that's basically what I really wanted to go for.
Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
I mean, you had Mike in the last campaign too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he wasn't
Only
like,
briefly.
He was street
Only
smart.
briefly.
Yeah, like he was street smart. I wanted to play somebody with a fucking really dumb. Like, what is my fucking my intelligence is -3, right? I've got 5 fucking intelligence. He is dumb. Whereas Mike was just kind of a little bit thick. You know, Cuddles is just dumb and innocent.
That's why when I initially read your synopsis, I thought Lenny of Mice and Men.
I really got to check that out.
Strangles rabbits, like, and doesn't even realize it. He's like, why are these rabbits dying?
Lenny or like Boo Radley.
Because he doesn't realize.
Yeah,
Elena refers to it.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
All right, I have to give a shout out to Kobold.
What's Creature Codex?
Creature Codex? That is the next big monster manual coming out of Kobold Press. It's a follow-up to the Tome of Beasts. Codename.
Oh, cool.
What was it? It was like Tome of Beasts 2 Electric Boogaloo. You guys
like
might
that.
remember it as a thing we play-tested.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought so.
No, I remember
Yeah,
that.
I thought that was what we've been testing
I
for.
got permission to use that creature called the Barbed.
Was that the frog?
Huh?
No, that was the one that escaped.
That was the one that was...
Oh, that's bullshit.
Thunder Frog is a creature of my own device. You should know.
I like the
It's
Thunder
like
Frog.
biology, but with weird shit.
Oh, wait. Are we going to see tree leeches?
We better.
I hope so.
Probably.
Yeah, be on the
Could
lookout for
happen.
those bastards.
But yeah, Creature Codex is great. I backed it. We play tested it.
Oh,
if
cool.
If you need weird fucking monsters that your players have never seen before, highly recommend it. It'll be coming to a store near you sometime next fall, if you can find it. If not, wait. It'll come back.
Are they doing
Fair
a
enough.
PDF version of it
Fair
too?
enough. So, any questions from chat? Anything they want to talk about? I don't see it, so I don't know these things.
It's pretty delayed, I think.
There's no delay anymore. It's like up to about a second.
Shadow Quill.
I'm still here.
Yeah, thanks to anyone who
Heel
came out to
Girl.
see us on our first night.
Yeah,
Pretty
thank-
awesome.
Thanks for coming out.
This is
Hopefully
a
you guys,
Shadow Quill, thank you
This
for
is a
coming out tonight.
homebrew.
Yeah, hope you guys stick around. Like, obviously, we had a little trouble. It's our first session.
Don't fucking rule lawyers.
It's gonna pick up steam, don't you worry.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
That's
We'll
the
be
great
fine.
thing about a homebrew is you can't rule lawyer
Doing
because
this
they
for
could just be the
years. It's
rules.
just that this is a weird campaign.
It's a
Weird
new
campaign.
experience, and we're all super excited to play it. Hopefully, you guys stick around to see what happens.
Grumpy, do we want to talk about the hashtag on Twitter?
Yeah, absolutely. So this little bad boy here is called hashtag 6shooters and shenanigans. And if you discuss the show using that hashtag, at this point I can pretty much guarantee that I am going to put you in the campaign as an NPC. You'll get a nice little shout out.
Dang!
cool.
NPC.
Awesome.
That's legit.
I mean, there's the possibility that in the future it might be like successful and it'll be a if I like your name, perhaps you'll get in there. But right now, it's pretty much guaranteed. Like, if your name is Dickface Cockmaster, you're probably going to get in there.
As long as Cuddles remind you.
Always
Cuddles
remind
will pet you,
Cuddles.
Dick.
All right.
Going to scoop up this little squirrel named Dickface Cockmaster and pet him till to death. Till stuff shoots out.
And we definitely want to try to attain as many viewers as possible because we want viewer interaction.
Yes, that is
Yes, definitely.
something that we are big into. I mean, you
Yeah,
don't
no, that was great with the tunnels. Choosing the tunnels. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll want to have more
Anytime
little options
we
for
kind
that.
of like get stuck or whatever. In fact, I think we were talking about a way of like, you know, them coming up with ways to kind of screw us too.
Yeah.
Like they use our action.
Absolutely. Eventually, there's going to be some sort of point system. Don't fully understand it yet, but you will be able to spend points to buy tricks to screw over the players or the DM. Your choice.
Oh man.
It's going to be so cool.
Oh, so it'll be like
Whose line is it anyway? Only horrible.
It's like if you roll a 1, what happens to you, chat?
right, exactly. But you can also give inspiration to like
Or
the
it could
player
be like,
or the
"Goddamn,
DM.
I'm sick of watching these guys fuck around in a tunnel for 3 hours. I'm gonna make something happen.
The other big thing is we're going to be having a little more interaction too in the Discord. There's going to be a couple channels opened up. One will be for each player within their character's voice to not only interact with each other as if they're in the saloon, but also another channel for their recap of what they went through for the last session in their own voice, so you guys can kind of all see how each of our characters perceived that game's events.
Cuddles pets more weasels. Cuddles pets no weasels.
Oh my god.
Everyone's weasel.
I kind of want to see that T-shirt now.
I think we need to make that a t-shirt.
Alright, so your hashtag, you have a ampersand. In,
No ampersand.
To be clear.
Yeah, you're right. I should probably check that out on my Twitter.
An ampersand will not work.
Dude, I suggested 6-shooter shenanigans. Drop the whole and thing, but whatever. It's a little too far into it now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're like a month late to that party. But...
Yeah, well, you know. Story of my life.
I think that about
I
covers
do
most of it.
appreciate it. It's just I've been using. Well, let me try this again. This hashtag for like a month. It used to be Into the West, which was like really fucking nice, but too much static.
Yeah.
Hell,
I don't know what the issues. I don't know what the issue would have been with that.
Well, the
You get
problem
lost
was
in it.
like there was like we were like 3% of the hashtag, and then the rest of it was people talking about soccer and camping.
Oh, okay, right. Yep.
So it's 6-shooter sand shenanigans.
Indeed, sand shenanigans.
I'm just going to capitalize each beginning word.
That sounds like a gun
There you go.
enthusiast. Hashtag. We're just talking about 6-shooters. No shenanigans, you motherfuckers.
Out in the desert.
Yeah.
Lizards.
That's all we do. 6-shooters.
Fucking NRA.
No shenanigans.
Shenanigans is how you die.
I know, but what are you gonna do? Really?
Yeah,
No, it's funny now. It's funny now.
Yeah,
Just saying shit.
I like it.
it's
Yeah.
public
Stick with it.
period.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
So when's the next time we're streaming?
What,
2 weeks.
fortnight from now?
From now.
Yeah.
That would be the 16th.
All right, so every other week, right?
I love
Yeah.
Yep.
leaving on vacation, man.
Yep. And with that, I think we're pretty much ready to wrap up chat unless there's any last minute questions. Going once. Going guys.
Yep, I think that's it.
I think we're good. All right, I'll plug
It's a
all
good
our
first
stuff
show.
last time.
Yeah,
And
good job,
thank
guys.
you everyone
That
for
was-
watching.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Alright.
Yeah, thanks,
Well,
guys.
now-
Listening, however you prefer.
Whoever came out for our first show, thanks for watching.
Alright, how do I